I've seen a lot of things go wrong on the range, but nothing gets your attention like a handgun that won't fire when you need it to. Not all guns are built the same. Some choke on anything but premium ammo. Others eat steel-cased garbage and keep cycling. Today we're counting down 11 handguns with bulletproof reliability, proven by tens of thousands of rounds in the real world. And number 2, a budget gun that'll surprise the hell out of you. Stick around, let's get to it. Disclaimer: before we dive in, let me tell you, reliability varies user to user based on maintenance and shooter technique. This list comes from real-world testing and experience. Always follow manufacturer instructions. Number 11. Smith & Wesson M&P9 Domestic Duty Pistol. There's a reason you see the M&P on so many cop belts across America. It's not flashy, it's not exotic, but it works every single time. The Smith & Wesson M&P 9mm is a polymer-framed, striker-fired pistol that was purpose-built for people who need their gun to go bang when things get ugly. It's got a steel chassis inside that polymer frame, a short recoil system that's been refined over decades, and it shrugs off rain, dirt, and neglect better than most. I run these things in everything from humid Florida summers to dusty desert ranges, and they just keep cycling. Malfunctions? Practically non-existent if you're running decent mags and halfway clean ammo. The ergonomics are solid too. Swappable backstraps mean it fits a lot of different hands, and the trigger's good enough that you're not fighting the gun. Here's the thing: striker-fired pistols like the M&P have become as reliable as revolvers used to be. That's not hyperbole. They're simpler than hammer-fired guns, fewer parts to break, and the tolerances are tight enough to keep crud out, but loose enough to not bind up under stress. 17+1 capacity, American-made, and tough as a $2 steak. The M&P 9 earns its spot because it's the dependable workhorse that doesn't ask for much and delivers every time. Number 10. Sig Sauer P320 Army-proven modular pistol. When the U.S. Army picks your pistol to replace the Beretta M9, you know you've done something right. The Sig P320 is a modular, striker-fired 9mm that's been adopted as the M17 and M18 for American forces. And yeah, there was a voluntary recall a few years back over a drop safety issue. Sig fixed it, and the newer guns have been tested relentlessly since then. I'm talking torture test relentlessly. I've seen reviews where folks ran 2,000 rounds through a P320 without cleaning it once. Zero malfunctions. Steel cased, brass, hollow points. Didn't matter. It ate everything and asked for more. The modularity is a nice bonus too. You can swap grip modules from subcompact to full size without buying a whole new gun. That's clever engineering. But here's what matters most. It goes bang every single time. The fire control unit is stainless steel. The frame is reinforced polymer, and the trigger's got a short reset that's smooth as butter. 15+1 in the full size, reliable enough to trust your life to, and versatile enough to adapt to whatever role you need it for. Some folks worry about the recall history. I get it. But the post-recall P320s have proven themselves in the field, on the range, and in combat. If it's good enough for the Army, it's good enough for your nightstand. Number 9. Smith & Wesson Model 686 L-Frame Revolver. Let's talk wheel guns for a second. Revolvers got a bad rap for being old-fashioned, but here's the truth. They don't jam. They don't fail to feed. They don't stovepipe. You pull the trigger, and if the round is good, it goes off. End of story. The Smith & Wesson 686 is a stainless steel 7-shot 357 Magnum revolver that was built to be used hard and put away wet. It's not a safe queen. It's not a collector's piece. It's a workhorse that'll outlast you, your kids, and probably your grandkids if you take care of it. I've seen 686s with tens of thousands of rounds through them, still locking up tight still shooting accurate, still reliable as sunrise. The L-frame is beefy enough to soak up 357 recoil all day without beating itself to death, and it'll happily digest 38 Special if you want something softer on the hands. Maintenance? Springs and grips. That's it. No magazines to replace, no extractors to break, no slides to crack. Just a solid chunk of American steel that does one thing really, really well. If you want a gun that'll work in any weather, under any condition, and never leave you hanging, the 686 is hard to beat. It's reliable in a way that semi-autos can only dream about. Number 8. Ruger GP100 Heavy Duty Revolver. If the 686 is a workhorse, the Ruger GP100 is a draft horse. This thing is built like a tank. I mean that literally. Ruger over-engineers everything, and the GP100 is no exception. It's a 6-shot 357 Magnum revolver made from investment cast stainless steel, and it's designed to handle full-power Magnum loads day in and day out without complaining. I've run GP100s in rain, mud, dust, and they just keep turning. No feeding issues because there's nothing to feed. No ejection problems because you manually eject. It's mechanically simple and brutally effective. The double-action trigger is heavy. Some folks don't like that, but it's smooth and it's consistent. And here's the kicker. You can run a GP100 for 40 years and 100,000 rounds without losing tolerances. That's not marketing, that's reality. Ruger designed this gun for people who actually shoot, not people who polish it and put it back in the safe. It takes abuse and keeps going, rain or shine, mud or dust, doesn't matter. If you need a revolver that'll outlast civilization itself, the GP100 is your pick. It's reliable, it's tough, and it's basically unkillable. Number 7. Heckler and Koch VP9 German Precision Polymer. German engineering has a reputation for a reason. The Heckler and Koch VP9 is a full-size striker-fired 9mm that combines excellent ergonomics with that HK reliability we've come to expect. And let me tell you, it delivers. I've personally run 400 rounds of mixed 9mm through a VP9 without clearing it once. Zero malfunctions, not a single hiccup. Brass, steel-cased, hollow points, didn't matter. It just ate it all and kept cycling like a sewing machine. The build quality on this thing is top tier. Steel-lined barrel, reinforced polymer frame, tight machining tolerances that would make a Swiss watchmaker jealous. And the trigger? It's one of the best factory striker triggers you'll find. Crisp, clean break, short reset. You're focused on the target, not fighting the gun. Some folks compare the VP9 to a Glock. And yeah, they're both striker-fired polymer pistols. But the VP9 feels more refined. It's like comparing a Honda to a BMW. Both reliable, but one's got a little more polish. HK's reputation for reliability isn't hype, it's earned, and the VP9 lives up to that legacy. If you want a high-end striker gun that'll run flawlessly for years, this is it. Quick pause! If you're enjoying the video, tap that like button and hit subscribe. It really helps us reach more great folks like you. Alright, back to it. Number 6. Beretta 92FS/M9 Military Workhorse. This Italian beauty has been the U.S. military's sidearm for decades, and there's a reason it won those trials back in the 80s. It works. It's an all-metal, double-action, single-action 9mm with a distinctive open slide design and a double-stack magazine that holds 15+1. I've seen these guns run hundreds of thousands of rounds in military service, literally, and they keep going. The open slide design helps with ejection. Spent casings fly out cleanly, and jams are rare. The slow recoil system is smooth, and the gun cycles reliably even with cheap steel-cased ammo. Beretta fixed some early magazine feed issues with updated mags, and since then, the 92FS has been rock solid. It's a little heavy compared to modern polymer guns, but that weight soaks up recoil and helps you stay on target. And the longevity? Unmatched. There are Berettas still in service that have been shot more than most people will ever shoot in a lifetime, and they're still running. If armed forces around the world trust it, you can too. The 92FS/M9 is an all-metal workhorse that simply doesn't quit. Number 5. CZ75B, Czech Classic Semi-Auto. This is one of those guns that doesn't get enough love in America, but it should. This is an all-steel, double-action/single-action 9mm that was designed in Czechoslovakia back in the 70s. It's based on a Browning short recoil system, and it's been refined over decades into one of the most reliable handguns you can buy. I've seen torture tests where CZ75s ate cheap steel-cased ammo without a single malfunction. It digests everything. The heavy steel slide soaks up recoil. The frame rails guide the slide smoothly, and stovepipes are almost non-existent. It just runs. The trigger in single action mode is silky smooth, almost match grade, and the ergonomics are excellent. It points naturally, and the weight helps you stay steady. Here's the thing. CZ75s get passed around in training classes and shooting clubs for decades, and they just keep chugging along. No drama, no failures, just consistent, reliable performance. If you want a semi-auto that's built like a tank and shoots like a dream, the CZ75B deserves a hard look. It's simple, it's tough, and it's proven. Number 4. Sig Sauer P226, Elite Law Enforcement Pistol. This SIG set the standard for duty pistols back in the 80s, and it's still setting it today. This is a full-size, all-metal, double-action, single-action 9mm that was adopted by the U.S. Navy SEALs as the MK-25. If that doesn't tell you everything you need to know about its reliability, I don't know what will. The P226 is a hammer. It just refuses to malfunction. I've run these guns through mud, sand, salt water, and they keep cycling. The locked breech design is proven. The internal parts are mil-spec, and agencies have pushed P226s to tens of thousands of rounds without a rebuild. Civilians report the same thing. Decades-old P226s still running like new. You can dump mixed ammo through a P226 all day and never see a stoppage. Failures to feed, failures to eject. Doesn't happen. And if anything does fail, it's probably weak ammo, not the gun. The P226's trigger in single action mode is crisp, the double action pull is smooth, and the ergonomics are excellent. It's heavier than a polymer gun, sure, but that weight helps with recoil management and follow-up shots. Bottom line, the P226 passed the toughest military reliability trials in the world, and it's been proving itself ever since. It's expensive, but it's worth every penny. Number 3. Glock 19, Everywhere's Carry Pistol. Alright, let's talk about the elephant in the room, the Glock 19. This is probably the most popular carry pistol on the planet, and for good reason. The Glock 19 is a compact, striker-fired 9mm that holds 15+1. It's essentially a shorter Glock 17, and like its bigger brother, it's so reliable it's almost boring. Almost. Here's the thing about Glocks. They just work. Polymer frame, steel slide, simple striker mechanism. Fewer moving parts means fewer things to break. And Glock's manufacturing tolerances are so dialed in that these guns run dirty, run wet, run dry, and run with whatever ammo you feed them. I've seen Glocks eat steel case surplus, oddball reloads, corroded ammo. Doesn't matter. They cycle it all. The recoil's manageable, the trigger's consistent, and the gun's so simple that even if something does break, you can fix it with a punch and a YouTube video. Police departments, militaries, and armed civilians around the world trust Glocks because they've proved themselves millions of times over. If you keep a Glock reasonably clean, it'll keep shooting. Period. No manual safeties to forget. No complicated controls. Just point, press, bang. Over and over and over. The Glock 19 is the gold standard for reliable carry pistols. It's not fancy, it's not exotic, but it's absolutely bulletproof. Number 2. Ruger Security 9, Budget Beast. Here's one that surprised a lot of people. including me. The Ruger Security 9 is a budget 9mm pistol that punches way above its weight class when it comes to reliability. This little 15+1 polymer striker gun runs like a clock. I've seen range reports where folks fired hundreds of rounds through a Security 9. Standard ammo, steel-cased hollow points, with zero malfunctions except one dud primer. And that's not the gun's fault. For a pistol that cost under $400, that's outstanding. It's got a hammer-fire to action with a locked breech, and Ruger tuned it for consistency. The ergonomics aren't fancy, but the gun works, and at the end of the day, that's what matters. Ruger's built a reputation on making reliable, affordable firearms, and the Security 9 is no exception. Folks who carry these report they just run every time. No drama. You don't have to spend $1,000 to get a jam-free semi-auto. Ruger proved that with the Security 9. It's a budget beast that'll serve you well for decades if you treat it right. Number 1. Walther PPQ. German engineering at its best. So here we are. Number 1. The Walther PPQ is a striker-fired 9mm that represents a pinnacle of German engineering and reliability. Now, I'll be honest, we don't have a ton of official lab testing on this one, but user consensus is crystal clear. The PPQ is incredibly reliable and durable. I know folks who carry the PPQ every single day, and their feedback is always the same. It just works. The PPQ slide is fully steel reinforced. The machining tolerances are tight, and the build quality is exceptional. Walther also designed one of the best factory triggers in the business. Crisp, clean, and smooth. You're focused on hitting the target, not fighting the gun. In shooter forums, complaints about PPQ reliability are basically non-existent. People report running these guns for years without a single malfunction. European police agencies field them as duty guns. That tells you everything you need to know. The PPQ embodies the buy once, shoot forever philosophy. It's reliable, it's durable, and it's built to last decades without skipping a beat. If you want a pistol that'll serve you for life, the Walther PPQ is the one. So there you have it, 11 handguns that won't flinch when it matters most. These guns have earned their reputation in the real world, not in marketing brochures. They've been tested by military, law enforcement, and everyday shooters who demand reliability when their life is on the line. From budget-friendly options like the Ruger Security 9 to premium choices like the Sig P226 or Walther PPQ, there's a reliable handgun on this list for every budget and every need. Let me know in the comments which one you trust in your glove box or on your hip. And if you like no-nonsense gear talk that keeps you sharp and ready, hit that subscribe button for All About Survival. More real-world firearms content is coming your way. Stay safe out there.